How's it going, everybody? Ian back with another video. Today it's just going to be a quick uh, update video. I'm going to show you one right now that I have on my Kindle that I'm reading. It's called Holes in the Ground by J.A. Conrath and Ian Robb Wright. And J.A. Conrath has a series. This is the sequel to Origin. And Origin is basically a group of scientists in the New Mexico desert. They basically found a creature that could be the origin of all life on Earth. And they're just trying to figure out what the heck's going on. And in typical J.A. Conrath style, shit happens and people die. And it's just a pretty fun novel. So that is the sequel called Holes in the Ground. And I can't really explain too much about it because it does spoil some stuff for the Origin book. So, all right, moving on. I guess I'll do what I'm currently reading right now. In my car right now at home that I take to work is John Gwynn's. Um, what the heck was that called? A Time of Courage is the third and final book in of Blood and Bone series. That is the second trilogy in the Faithful and the Fallen series, which is awesome. I highly recommend you guys read it. One of my favorite fantasy series, better than Game of Thrones in my opinion, which is blasphemy. I know. But and then I just picked up The Nowhere Man by Greg Hurwitz. This is the second in the Nowhere Man trilogy or series. I don't know if it's a trilogy. I think it's just a series. Basically, this guy, he's an orphan. They call them orphans. These orphans were basically taken from, they were orphans essentially, and they were taken in by this company and basically trained to be assassins. And this guy, Trevor Smoke, I believe his name is, Evan Smoke. Evan Smoke kind of broke off. He was like their best orphan, if you will. And he decided, I'm done with this shit. And he's going off, kind of like a Jack Reacher thing. So it's basically the company is sending all the other orphans at him to kill him because he didn't play very nice. And then I'm very excited. And if you guys want to come with me on this journey, great. I am going to, if you watched my last video, it was my favorite author is Matthew Riley. And I am going to reread his works. And I'm going to start with Temple. This is the second book I read from him, but this is the one that I read Contest first, which is very good. But this was the Indiana Jones on steroids one that basically hooked me. And so this is a standalone William Race book. William Race is the main protagonist in this. Basically, in this one, they have to go find an idol that basically whoever possesses this idol can destroy the world. So obviously, the good guys want it basically so the bad guys can't have it. And there is neo-Nazis, if you will, who are searching for this idol because they wanted to destroy the world or hold the world hostage. So that is Temple. So if you guys want to read this with me, awesome. Highly recommend it. After this, I have ordered Ice Station, which is the first in the Shane Schofield series. And that's what I'm going to start. I'm going to start this Shane Schofield series next, and then end with the Jack West Jr. series, and then maybe throw in his ones that he has like Contest, stuff like that. Throw that in. But I am starting to read Temple by Matthew Riley. I just finished. This one did not. This one it's a heavy book. But I saw Paul over at Paul Reads Writes channel, which is awesome. And I saw he was just talking about this book, and I was actually just about to read this book. It's very short. It's only like 250 pages. It's pretty hefty, though, for a 250-page book. And I read this, I started last night, and I just finished it. And this was pretty dang good. If you don't know Peter Benchley is the guy who wrote Jaws. And this is the, not follow-up, just another, White Shark is just another shark story, but it's got a twist on it. And if you read it, you know what I'm talking about. There's a twist on this shark story. But I gave it 4 stars. You know, pretty entertaining. Fast read, fast read. I did not enjoy this one. I'm continuing my series, Dragon, Clive Cussler. This is the Dirt Pit series. I believe this is number 10, because 11 is Sahara. I've already read Sahara. I didn't like this one. It got off real slow. The first like 150 pages, nothing really happens. And I'm just like, ugh. So I kind of skimmed through it and just kind of got the gist of it. This was really not that good. I didn't like this one. So we'll continue on with the next series. I think it's Inca Gold is next. I'm not sure. And then the one that everyone was telling me to read, and I finally got around to it. Boy's Life by Robert McCammon. This is super weird, but in a good way. I will say this, though. Swan Song was the top McCammon book, and I know you have this one and then Swan Song. They're kind of fighting neck and neck, kind of what's better. I personally like Swan Song better, but I also personally liked Gone South better than this. This might be my third favorite McCammon one. I don't know why. I like Gone South. It was more my story, kind of the story that I like. So Gone South is taking the second place in the McCammon series that I've read. But yeah, this one is a little weird. I'm not going to talk too much about it because it's so trippy, and if you've read this, you know what I'm talking about. It's just a weird, weird story, but the characters are interesting. What happens in the book is interesting, and it's just all this stuff just happens. And like I said, you know what I'm talking about if you read this book. But I'm checking this off the list. I gave this I think I gave this a 4 stars, but lower 4 because I didn't enjoy it as much as Gone South and Swan Song. But so that is it. I don't think I have anything else. So I'll get this uploaded, and we'll see y'all later.